If you struggle to eat enough protein each day, or you just don't have time to cook up the fancy meals that you find online with a million different ingredients, then this video is for you. In today's video, I'm sharing my 6 easy, go-to, high protein, healthy meals that can be made in 10 minutes or less. I am the self-proclaimed queen of quick and easy meals that are not only high in protein, but taste great. So if you're looking for some easy, high protein lunch or dinner meal ideas that you can whip up in a pinch versus grabbing takeout, then you wanna watch this video all the way to the end so you can continue to work towards your fat loss or body recomposition goals. But before we dive in, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you don't miss out on the notification when I release a new video. My name is Michelle Roots, kinesiologist, personal trainer, nutrition coach, and fitness and fat loss motivation specialist. I have over 18 years experience in the industry helping people increase lean muscle and decrease body fat to become the strongest, leanest, healthiest versions of themselves. And I created this channel because I want to help you as well. With social media the way it is, I think a lot of people get the impression that your high protein, healthy meals that are gonna get you to your fat loss or body recomposition goals need to be made with millions of ingredients and need to look extra pretty enough to take a picture and post on your feed every time before you eat. But I'm here to tell you this is not true. I'm a wife, a busy mama of 2 little boys, and run 2 businesses, and oftentimes I am working till about 8 o'clock at night. And when I come home, I don't have time to cook a fancy, look good on Instagram meal, but that doesn't mean I can't whip up a healthy, high protein meal that is also gonna taste great in less than 10 minutes. I truly feel that if you're prepared, you plan ahead and have the right groceries in the house, it's really easy to get a lot of protein each day from healthy, whole foods. And you also don't have to prepare all of your meals on a Sunday and eat out of Tupperware throughout the entire week to see amazing results. Easy high protein meal number 1 is what I call a taco bowl. So if you're a family who loves Taco Tuesday, tacos are probably a staple. My kids love them, my husband loves them. So probably one night a week we are having tacos. But oftentimes when I get home from work, I feel like I need something more nutritious and I need more volume and maybe more fiber. So this is kind of a twist on when I've made tacos for the family. This is what I will make for myself when I get home. All I do is if I've already pre-made or meal prepped some brown rice, I will use that. If I hadn't had a chance to do that, I love these Uncle Ben's quick brown rice packs that I just cook 90 seconds quickly. I use half of one of these packs, and then I take some of the taco meat that I made in advance for my family. I always buy the bags of frozen broccoli from Costco. They are one of my favorite things to buy at Costco because I'm a weird one and I actually just love broccoli. Loaded with fiber, high volume to keep me feeling full, and of course loaded with micronutrients. And then I'll take some frozen broccoli and I will steam that quickly. And then once it's all in the bowl, the brown rice, the taco meat, and the broccoli, I will sometimes, depending on what my calories and macros look from the rest of the day, I will add in a little bit of sour cream on the side and a little bit of grated cheese. Again, this is where it depends on what I've eaten the rest of the day, what kind of calories I have left, and what kind of macros I have left. But for the most part, this makes the most delicious taco, brown rice, broccoli bowl. Mix it all up and eat it. And again, ready in less than 10 minutes. Very nutritious, high protein. Now, just side note here, I'm not gonna provide how much protein is in each meal, how many calories is in each meal, because I think for you individually, based on how many calories you eat per day, what your protein goal is, you can adapt this meal to your calorie goal and your protein goal. So for example, if you are aiming to get 25 to 30 grams of protein in this meal, you are gonna calculate how much meat you put in there accordingly, how much rice, how much broccoli based on your calories that you have left. Maybe you have a fiber goal to hit, maybe you're staying within a carb limit, all the things. So this is the bowl, and now you change your portion sizes, and for the rest of the meals that I share in this video, you take this idea and you change your portion sizes to what works best for you and your calorie and your macro goal to reach your personal goals. My second go-to high protein meal is something that I often eat for lunch or for dinner. When I'm at the grocery store on either a Sunday or Monday, I will always pick up 1 or 2 of these kale salads just to have in the fridge. And again, just to have in a pinch versus stopping for fast food. So what I do, I open my kale salad, I pour it into a bowl, and then I choose which protein I'm gonna eat with the salad. So this could come down to what else have I eaten for the rest of the day? What did I make for dinner for the family while I was going to work? Maybe I've made salmon burgers, and then I will take a salmon patty and I chop it up and throw it in there. Maybe we're having shrimp, maybe we're having chicken, whatever kind of protein we have made, I always have pre-made chopped up chicken in the fridge that I make at the beginning of the week for easy times like this. So when I need a quick protein, I've already cooked it and it's all chopped up and seasoned and ready to go. I will heat it up and throw that into my salad. And one last option, do not knock it till you try it. It might sound weird, but I promise you it tastes really good, is I will do 2 whole eggs and liquid egg whites, scramble that in a pan, and I will throw the scrambled eggs into the salad. Again, sounds super weird, but do not knock it till you try it. It's actually one of my favorites. So choose your protein, throw it in there. I love slicing up some cucumber, and I throw that in there too. If I have fresh strawberries in the fridge or blueberries or raspberries, I will chop those up as well and throw those in the salad. Again, depending on how many calories you have left for the day, what your fat content is looking like, all the things, that's where you're gonna adapt what you throw into your salad. And I will take about 1/2 to 3/4 of the dressing. I usually don't use it all because they usually give you more than you need. Sometimes I'll throw a little bit of cheese in there. Sometimes I'll put half an avocado in there and just add it all in, mix it up. So there you go. That's another one of my go-to high protein dinner or lunch ideas that I eat on a weekly basis. I just want to take a minute to thank today's video sponsor, Element, one of my go-tos for replenishing my electrolytes after sweaty workouts. Electrolytes are so important for so many functions in the body, including hormonal regulation, nutrient absorption, and fluid balance. Sometimes water just isn't enough, and Element has the perfect balance of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. And better yet, 0 artificial sweeteners, no sugar, so no junk. Element can help prevent and eliminate headaches, muscle cramps, fatigue, sleeplessness, and other common symptoms of electrolyte deficiency. Right now, Element is offering my listeners a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 single serving packets free with any Element order. Get yours at drinkelement.com/Michelle. This deal is only available through my link. You must go to drinklmnt.com/Michelle. On to easy high protein meal number 3 is stir fry. This is something that I'll usually whip up for me and my husband. My kids just are not a fan of stir fry, and if you have kids, you understand why. So oftentimes if I'm making them something separate for dinner, this is something I will whip up really quick for me and my husband. I take a bag of stir-fried vegetables at the grocery store near me. They literally have the perfect serving size bag that I throw into a pan. I heat that up, and then another thing I like to throw in on top of that is I always have a bag of frozen edamame beans in the freezer, so I will take those edamame beans, a few servings, and I throw those into the pan too. Just more protein and so many more nutrients. And then same thing with the brown rice. I've either meal prep brown rice for the week. If I haven't had a chance to do that, I use one of those instant brown rice packs, toss that in once the vegetables are ready. We mix all that up, and then I choose the protein we're gonna have. So again, whether it's chicken, shrimp, salmon, steak, whatever we have that day, most likely meal prepped in the fridge, I will toss that in there. And the sauce that I love to use, it's called Naked and Saucy. It's got 35% less sugar. It's soy-free, gluten-free, paleo, and it's also very low sodium, but it tastes amazing. So I will throw that teriyaki sesame ginger sauce in there with the protein, the vegetables, and the rice, and stir fry it all up for a quick and easy meal. And another option for this too, of course, just like the salad, in a pinch, when in doubt, I just need a quick protein, I will scramble some eggs and toss it into the stir fry and mix it all up. Again, so good. If you're a fan of eggs, of course. If you're not, don't listen to me, just find a different protein to throw in there. But that's my third easy, ready in less than 10 minutes meal. Easy high protein, meal number 4, tuna avocado mash. Again, a super easy go-to. This is great for lunch. This is great to make and take on the go with you, or a quick dinner when you get home late and you're exhausted and you don't feel like cooking. Can of tuna from the cupboard, throw that in a bowl, and then I take half an avocado, mash that up with the tuna. Sometimes I just personally really love mustard, so I will put a little bit of mustard in there and I will mix that all up. And then I will either throw that on a bed of spinach or some green salad, and you can throw more vegetables in there if you want. You can also just spread it over a piece of whole grain toast. And that is a very, very simple, easy go-to high protein lunch or dinner idea. Easy high protein meal number 5 is a high protein pasta. So either a lentil pasta or a chickpea pasta. And then what I like to do is add some shrimp to it, or another great idea is to mix in some cottage cheese with your tomato sauce and add that to the pasta and then mix it all together for adding more protein and more flavor. I like to throw some vegetables in there. Again, broccoli, one of my faves, or any other steamed vegetables that are your fave to make a really tasty, high protein meal. And the cool thing about this one is you can make a big portion for yourself and you will have leftovers for the next day and possibly the day after, depending on what your serving sizes are gonna look like. Even easier if you meal prep the pasta at the beginning of the week. And last but not least, super easy, pick a protein, baked sweet potato, and pick a steamed veggie. So asparagus or broccoli, something that you enjoy to eat. Now this could be, guess what? Scrambled eggs. Mix in cottage cheese to your scrambled eggs to increase the protein portion. Do not judge me. Oftentimes a meal when I get home is scrambled eggs with cottage cheese to increase the protein, or scrambled eggs with egg whites, a little bit of cheese mixed in. I will bake a sweet potato, either microwave or in the air fryer, and then steam some broccoli and eat that. I've got a protein, great carb source, and a vegetable. Eat that and call it a day. You could also have another protein that you've meal prepped, whether it's beef, chicken, salmon. Even if you haven't meal prepped it, salmon only takes about 10 minutes to cook in the air fryer. You could whip up a piece of salmon, bake your sweet potato, steam your vegetables, eat it all together and call it a day. So there you go. Those are my 6 go-to high protein, healthy meals for busy weeknights or busy days when I need to whip up a healthy meal versus grabbing takeout or not eating at all. Call me boring, but I honestly feel food is just fuel. Yes, you can have some fancy meals throughout the week when you have more time to make those meals, but if you think that every meal has to be fancy and has to look like it should be on Instagram, then this is gonna deter you from hitting your progress. I am able to stay lean. I don't feel starving. I don't feel deprived. I don't feel like I'm on a diet, but I have the knowledge when I am coming home from work at 8:15 and I'm starving, I know that I'm not stopping even at a healthier fast food restaurant. I know I'm going home because I have these options ready to go. It's just a matter of what I'm eating. I eat it and I go to bed. It doesn't have to be fancy. And to me, these meals taste amazing. Maybe you're watching this to be like, absolutely not, I can't eat like that. But in the end, if you really want to see changes in your body composition, if you want to reach your fat loss goals, if you want to start to see some muscle definition and not only see it, maintain these results, you need to start building these healthy habits and starting from doing little things like this a few nights a week versus not eating, or like I say, ordering something on your way home or stopping and be like, I'll start again tomorrow. It's fine. The day got away from me. Find ways to make any of these meals taste good to you. So whether it's adding different seasonings, sauces, different vegetables, different fruits, all the things, there is a way to take this framework that I gave you and alter it based on your taste buds, your calories, your macros. So as always, I hope this video was helpful. I have a lot of free high protein food downloads. I will link those in the video description below. And if you need more personalized help with either your workouts or your nutrition, you can learn more about working with me one-on-one in my online fitness and nutrition coaching program. I will also link all the information to that program in the video description below. If you have any easy go-to, made in less than 10 minutes, high protein meals, let us know in the comments below. You might even give me some ideas to switch up my routine over here and what works for me. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it so I know you're still enjoying the content, and I will see you guys in the next one.